Hello, so we're going to go over possessive suffixes on singular nouns and some patterns that will help you memorize this paradigm faster. So if you haven't already written out this paradigm a few times, then this is not going to help you. So I wouldn't even watch this unless you've tried just writing this paradigm out a few times and noticing patterns on your own. So some simple things that we can notice to help us remember the possessive suffix paradigm is that all of the second endings have cough in them. Cough, 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 cough. So when you get to a second ending, you know right away it has cough in it. The other thing that may help you as you're going through this is the second plural endings have segol in them, as you can see over here. The second plural have segol in them. Echem, echen. The third pattern that will help is that the masculine plural and the feminine plural, and this is similar to the pronouns, as well as the second masculine plural and the second feminine plural, have mem and noon. Mem and noon. You can remember this by distinguishing the m as monks, those are the masculine, and the noon as nuns. So the final word picture that will help you remember the possessive suffix is that if you're having trouble distinguishing between the various paradigms, it helps to have a picture attached to each paradigm. For this picture, because of the word possessive, I think of the Lord of the Rings story and Gollum, and how Gollum just thinks, my precious, my ring. He's very possessive over it. You might think it's a bit ridiculous to have a picture and to use funny stories, but that's actually the point, is because it's ridiculous, it's easier to remember, and I found it a lot easier to distinguish between the qual imperfect and the qual perfect, or the possessive suffix paradigm, because each word has a different picture. So the picture that will just help us when we think of what is the possessive suffix. Start with, think of Gollum and Smeagol, and then he finds the ring, and he says, oh. Even the ring is in the shape of an O, and that's how you pronounce the first ending is oh, and then he looks at it and he says, ah, yes. Oh, ah, and that will just help us get us started. And Gollum will also help us remember cough. If you remember, when Gollum gets very possessive over his ring, he starts coughing and saying Smeagol, Smeagol, or Gollum, Gollum. And that will just help get you started on the possessive suffix, oh, ah, and then the cough, echa, eche. And the rest, you'll just have to write out and memorize. So there's some tips and tricks to help you memorize the possessive suffix quicker.